Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning into this video where I'm going to be discussing the FUJI SUPERIA X-TRA film stock and talking about my experience shooting it out and about. I'm also way behind schedule on my videos, so thank you for your patience. I'm not in town right now, I'm visiting family, and so I'm a little bit scattered at the moment. So back to the FUJI SUPERIA, which I have been shooting in the streets of Paris. So the Superia X-TRA is a daylight balanced 400 ISO film stock. With this kind of ISO, you have the versatility of a high to medium speed film, which should therefore work well in mixed light conditions. So not only on your bright and sunny days, which would be the case for a 200 ISO film or lower, but thanks to its good light sensitivity, you can also get away with shooting it on overcast days. I'm going to show you some examples of the photos I took with it, and I must confirm the conditions were very mixed, ranging from sunny to cloudy. With this film stock, you can expect medium to high contrasts and good color saturations. Now, a huge advantage of the FUJI SUPERIA is that it is a very well stocked and available film. You can find it in most stores where you get your film stock from, and thanks to this, the price is quite affordable. It has of course been going up over time, as is the case for most sought-after film stocks, but it has still remained pretty reasonable and is still more on the affordable side. This is also due to the fact that the FUJI SUPERIA is a consumer-oriented film stock. It is not a professional one, and therefore its quality is also going to reflect that, but so does the price. So you shouldn't have the same expectations from the SUPERIA as you would from professional grade film, such as in the 400 category, the Kodak Portra. That doesn't have to be a downside, it really just depends on what you're going to be shooting with this film. So what makes it stand apart from these more professional, more expensive film stocks? It is going to be the grain, which is definitely present, but it is still considered to be more on the fine side, so it is not too overwhelming. Of course, the darker you go, the more grain and the more noise you will find, especially in the shadows of your photographs. You are not going to be able to escape the grain. In the highlights, however, the grain is barely even noticeable. So if you've shot film before, you will know that grain is not necessarily a huge downside. It adds to the texture of your photo, and it doesn't necessarily take away from your image's quality. So we have a very special guest that has graced us with her presence today. This is Luna. She's 7 weeks old. Yes. At the moment she has the hiccups, and I hope she's not too distracting. She has definitely been very distracting for me. Oh.
7 hours later.
Okay. According to Fuji itself, the image quality is not going to be lost even in bigger reproductions. I would slightly argue that because I cropped a few of my pictures that I shot from too far away, and I must say in those cases what I did notice was the chunky grain. So if you do not want visible grain in your photos, maybe not the film to go with. Now, what is really special about the FUJI SUPERIA are its very unique colors. Compared to, for instance, film stocks from the Kodak brand, which tend to be on the warmer side, the Fuji film stocks are much cooler. And it's actually one of the aspects of this film that I really enjoy. It leans more towards greenish and magenta, and it boasts, quote, vibrant and dynamic. Reds, blues, yellows, violets, and a variety of greens with enhanced fidelity. And this is one of the main reasons that I actually really love this film stock. It's its very accurate color reproduction. Now, in my personal opinions, the colors also tend to come out quite dreamy, and I actually really enjoy the effect of this film stock. And even though this film stock is good for mixed conditions, the colors are going to be especially striking in bright light. And I found this to be very true. It also reacts very well to color correction in your editing software. So unlike the Pro Fuji films, which are slide films, the Fuji SUPERIA is a color negative film. Much like the Fuji Color Pro 400H, which to the great disappointment of many has been discontinued. It was also a color negative film, however it was pro grade, so a lot of people would reach for that one before the SUPERIA. Now, you may also have heard of the FUJI SUPERIA X-TRA under the name FUJI SUPERIA Premium, which is a very slightly recalibrated version of the same thing and is only available in Japan. Now, another cool thing about the Fuji Superia is that it offers slight color halations, so much like the CineStill film stock. And so for those who like that, that might be a very nice little touch. According to the Fuji website, the Fuji Superia also has an excellent skin tone reproduction. Now, that's a very general statement. We all know that skin tones tend to vary. And in that sense, I do not think that the color reproduction compared to other film stocks was that much superior. Okay. In fact, I felt that the skin tones were actually much less natural than with other film stocks. So I'm going to let you be the judge of that. It would not necessarily be my go-to film for portraiture. Now, the Fuji Superia is also very highly appreciated for its dynamic range, meaning the range of light variations it can record within your shot. So you will have your highlights, your shadows, and all of these should be captured very well within that one shot. And I did personally find that to be true. The film stock also has a good exposure latitude. It means you can overexpose it and underexpose it. With that being said, as usual, if you overexpose it too much, you might lose some of your details in your highlights, and if you underexpose it too much, you will find increased noise and grain within your shadows. Also, due to its color scheme, when underexposed, you might find that you have a green wash on your photos, especially in your shadows, but that can also easily be fixed in post. I've been reading through people's opinions on different forums, and some of them also warn that this specific film stock, if not scanned with a quality scanner, may result in some invasive purples too. I haven't seen that in my shots, but granted, I did take it to a professional lab, and their scanner is wonderful. But please do let me know in the comments if you have tried to scan it at home on your own and what your results were, because I think that it could be useful for people who want to use this and potentially try their luck at scanning it themselves. So I hope I didn't leave anything out. I hope you enjoyed the pictures I took. If you did, don't hesitate to follow my Instagram, which is down in the description. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for being with me. And now I will have to go tend to a very restless little puppy. So I will see you very soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye-bye.